come on. How the fuck do I get this going?
Oh, and we're definitely, I don't know about you, but we're definitely talking about the game that's going on tonight.
Yeah, well, that's what Boris is, and that's what, like, and that's what the Major League offseason is. It's basically who's got the biggest dick
Well, did you
for
hear?
agents.
Yo, did you hear
What?
about the ticket prices for tonight's Duke UNC game?
Oh, yeah. Nosebleeds are 2,500. Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard.
nosebleeds are in the range of fucking Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah, that's for outside, though. That's not students.
No,
Students
but that's
already have their tickets.
Yeah, but well, the one thing about Cameron Indoor is that it's a lottery pick for them. So that if there's students that are trying to get in there, some of them might have to pay.
No, students. All right, students already have their packages, and what they had was it was like a loyalty thing.
Yeah, they're not allowed to sell them.
No, not that. That if students, because only Duke students would want to just go to the Duke games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They would just want to go to Duke games. Like, I just want to go to Duke basketball, fuck everybody else. Well, what they're doing now is like a loyalty, loyalty VIP. Mm-hmm. That if you go to all the football games, you'll get better seating at the basketball games.
Okay.
If
so
you
it's like
go to the
upgrade.
baseball games, yeah. So it's basically they make them. So basically, if the students want those like ridiculous Duke tickets, they have first crack and guaranteed if they support the other sports.
Tell you what, if I was in that position, you bet your ass I'd be at every freaking game.
Oh, I'd be at Wallace Wade Stadium. Duke isn't that bad.
No, they aren't.
They're better than the shitty Heels.
So you go to the football games or you go to the baseball games just so you go to the basketball games.
Yeah, just so you can get priority seating at the basketball games in Cameron Indoor. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what you do.
Yeah. Oh no, that's definite. All right, I got 3 people in here. It's probably us, but who knows?
Probably.
Hey, it's gonna probably go up, to be honest. Because apparently, dude, a lot of people. We were at UWA, a lot of people said that we should be more known.
Yeah, well, part of saying we should be more known is to actually log on and listen to the show,
or share the show.
Share the show and participate in the show.
Well, I know, John,
so we're not just talking ourselves. I mean, we brought John on so we wouldn't be like, talk amongst yourselves. It's coffee talk.
Yeah, it's coffee talk. Hey, hold on. Here, I got a topic for you. Rhode Island. It's neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Yeah, or it comes out like, yeah, good time.
It's like a stick of butter. A big fat stick of butter.
No, it's like, like
Chris, I have
or like
good
the
news
Saturday
for you.
Night Live thing, like, yeah, good times,
Yes.
good times.
I have good news for you. 5 of my picks are fights.
Fuck yeah! Finally, Ronnie getting into the fight game.
Well, because honestly, if you look at the games this week, there's nothing fucking good.
Nothing.
Nada. I have maybe 5 games for college, 3 hockey games, 2 NBA games, and the rest are fights.
And as soon as I was like, yeah, I'll go with the Sixers and Embiid's out for a week. Yeah, not happening.
Good, I don't have that.
Yeah, Embiid's out. I get an Embiid shirt and he goes out. What the fuck?
Do we go?
Hey, breaking news.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva will face Jared Cannonier, whatever, on May 11th in Brazil at UFC 237. Way to go, Anderson Silva. You deserve it.
Well,
yeah, good for him.
Speaking of fighting, how about the other big news? We'll get into that, but did you hear about that?
Which one? Adesanya versus Gastelum?
Nope, the other one.
GSP retires?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured that would happen. He's
retiring?
Yeah, finally.
He retired before, and then he came back.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck, man. I like GSP, man.
All right. Should I go metal version of Smooth Criminal or metal version of This Is America?
Why don't we just hit whatever and let's get to the talking?
All right.
Yeah, let's get to the getting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone on the NERDPORT Network. And on this episode, Hakuna Machado, we talk Duke basketball tickets. UFC Fight Night was last week.
And this week.
And
damn right.
Oh, and that's, in other news, there's nothing really to talk about this week. It's pretty slow.
The AAF was bailed out.
Oh, that's true. And AAF week 2. We'll get into that after this.
I can't hear the music.
Just started.
Yeah. I don't hear it either.
Ow!
What's the sound of? I crescendo. He came into her apartment. He left the bloodstains on the carpet. She ran underneath the table. He could see she wasn't able. So she ran to the bedroom. She was tracked down. It was her doom. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Will you tell us that you're okay? There's a guy in the window that is right you. I could say no, Annie. He came into your apartment, left the blood stains on the carpet. Then ran into the bedroom. You were struck down. It was your doom. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with episode 102 of the Nerd Zone on the NERDPORT Network. I am your host, Evan Ronnie, and with me, as always,
it is I, Trips. What up?
And me, the Zombie Master. Let's rock, gentlemen.
All right. Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
So this week was a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Joey Logano. You talked all this shit about Joey Logano.
Yeah, fuck you.
It took 4 accidents to get him into the top 5.
He was
see that crash though?
We watched it. Okay, so our weekend was insane. We went to our buddies down at UWA, which for your first show, Chris, what did you think?
It was decent. It was decent. It's not like the hard wrestling. It's it's like story-based wrestling, but this is a sports show, so yeah, it was fun. Let's get to the match.
You went to wrestling in New Jersey.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. I guess sports-wise, there was a boxer that took on a wrestler.
That's kind of what I wanted. That's kind of what I wanted to get into with that one. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but
by the way, that video is making the fucking rounds apparently.
I saw that knockout.
Yeah, it wasn't the most spot-on knockout.
No.
He hit him with like a hammer fist type thing, graze. He didn't blast him. I thought he was going to blast him. That didn't happen.
Word update to him. He was pissing blood.
Ow. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he was hitting him like with these hard kidney shots and liver shots. I was like, damn.
But
his liver quiver.
Yeah, but I mean, then you go from that to what's gonna happen WrestleMania weekend. But I'll tell you that off air. But anyway, yeah, we had that, and then Sunday we had Elimination Chamber.
And the Crash Tona 500.
And Daytona 500 and UFC fights on ESPN.
Yep, and also in the AAF, the Carolina Hurricanes, Stickler, how can I put it? He's a stick in the mud owner who basically dresses like, he's my dad's old couch. Like that, but he bailed out. But he bailed out or invested in the AAF for $250 million.
He is now
because apparently the AAF could not meet their payroll,
which is insane.
I mean, I don't know how they couldn't meet, because didn't they set this all aside before?
I wonder if they didn't think through the lack of commercials. I really wonder about that.
But the thing is, you still have commercials as the game's going on, so you still have it. You still make your revenue.
Right. I don't know
but
how.
Not enough revenue I guess not enough revenue to make payroll.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's right. I forgot to add that to the intro. Because speaking of the AAF, we can talk about the other thing that happened. And we can finally put one thing that we've been talking about since we started this podcast to fucking rest.
And that would be...
I don't know. I feel like taking a knee on the subject.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
The fact that you both said it at the same time, that's great.
Well, gee, I wonder what we were oh-godding about. Could it be somebody with the initials of Colin Kaepernick?
All right. The thing is, all right. I have no issue with him kneeling.
Where do you want to start?
I'll get my shit out.
Do we want to start with Kaepernick? All right, let's start with Kaepernick. Go, get your shit out.
Let's start with Kaepernick because this is I want to get it over with.
We can finally put this to rest because it will be done.
Okay. Number one, before anybody calls me a triggered or whatever or MAGA, no. All right, I support what he kneeled for. I support that. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with anybody who kneels during the national anthem. I have no issue with it whatsoever. Do I think it's dumb that the TV would show it? Yes, I do. Do I think it needs to be shown on TV? No, it doesn't. I mean, you didn't have to show the national anthem for a long time, and all of a sudden I had to show it, and people go crazy on Anthem Watch. Fuck them. I don't give a shit about that. And like he used to sit, he kneeled, he got the idea from an ex-Green Beret. Therefore, I'm cool with it. Military's cool with it. I'm cool with it. We're good. My issue with Kaepernick, with the whole collusion thing, which is ridiculously hard to prove, is my biggest issue with it is when he tried out for the Seahawks, they said, "Okay, you're better than a backup." Okay, so he went on. Then the Ravens, which are one of the most forward-thinking teams in the NFL, they offered him a spot as a backup, probably knowing that they were going to get rid of Flacco in a year.
Well, look at it now.
Yeah, look what happened. Look at what has happened. So they try to get rid of Flacco. So they know they're going to. So they keep Kaepernick. So they get Kaepernick, and Kaepernick not only turns them down, his girlfriend and his posse, whatever, all of a sudden try to publicly shame or what's the word? Defame, public defamation.
Yeah, they try to defame him. Not defame.
Yeah,
they tried to
defame.
Yeah, defame. I'm trying to think slander.
Yeah, they tried to slander. Yeah, Ray Lewis and the Ravens owner, which is depicting Ray Lewis as an Uncle Tom and the owner as a slave master. But here's the funny thing. The Ravens owner really is not a hands-on guy when it comes to player personnel.
Nope, he leaves
that. He leaves that in the hands of his GM, who was his GM at the time, Ozzie Newsome. So wait a minute. The white massa is telling the black man what to do when he goes, "Oh yeah, here you go, Ozzy. Just do what you want. Get who you want." And he has let Ozzy have free reign. And you're telling me, so all that just was ridiculously stupid. And you do that, and if you basically rub like one of those forward-thinking teams the wrong way, what the fuck makes you think that they don't talk? We're thinking about bringing in Kaepernick. We're thinking about bringing in Kaepernick. What do you guys think? You want to? Yeah, you can bring him in. Go right ahead. I mean, his girlfriend may call you an Uncle Tom, and they may, try to get you. They might try to use you to forward their agenda, that was the problem. They have used people, they have used teams and coaches and ex-players to further their agenda. When it's no longer about playing football. Where it's like, oh yeah, I want to play football. Really? You want to play football, but then how come when Ray Lewis, who has had a second chance, who's made great on it, a Hall of Famer, with one of the most forward-thinking franchises that could have shit-canned him way back in the day, but they didn't. Because Ozzy said, we're going to take a chance. When they bring you in going, hey, you can be a backup, learn the system. He's like, nope, I don't want to be a backup. I want to be a starter. I'm worth starter money. I'm worth this. When in the past 2 seasons, he hadn't done dick.
He wasn't even playing the last 2 years.
All right. And no, I'm talking about
when he was trying out. He wasn't in the league for a year when I think Baltimore got to him.
No, when Baltimore got to him, it was like it wasn't he was in the league. He wasn't not in the league for a year. It was during his exit from the 49ers.
Oh, okay.
He opted out, and then they tried to get him.
Which, by the way, right there just shows you that he wanted money.
He opted out of the 49ers contract, which 49ers said, oh, yeah, well, we'd be happy to bring you back. But he didn't want to because I guess he felt rubbed the wrong way or whatever.
Disrespected.
When you set an NFL record for the, how to put it, least amount of passing yards ever in the history of the game in a game. When you set an NFL record for the least amount of passing yards ever in a game with -5, maybe you do one now.
And Michael Vick was a runner.
Just think about that. Nathan Peterman. Yeah, the Peterman with his 5 INTs and all that. He's never thrown for -5 yards. How the heck? How you throw for -5 yards is you throw it behind the line of scrimmage and the guy gets hit. That's -5 yards. And Colin Kaepernick has thrown for -5 yards in a game. The total. And this was against the Buffalo Bills.
And they weren't the playoff team that year.
No, they were terrible.
Yeah, I think they had like 4 wins.
So goes from, with a great team, getting to the Super Bowl, then basically becoming a really good quarterback, and getting to the NFC Championship game, to doing absolute dick, and then furthering an agenda. It was no longer about playing football and your stats and all that. Or helping the team win. It was about an agenda. And if you want to say, if you support it, I support the agenda. I just don't support the way he has tried to use teams to further it, and basically have his posse or whoever, have his people say, oh well, he's
a martyr.
No, he's a martyr. Well, have his posse go, have his people go, oh well, this team, they're a bunch of slave masters. There's this, there's that, they're racist, blah blah blah. And it's like, you don't do that. Like if you work, I put this analogy: if you go to an interview and the boss tells you that you have the job, you don't go right on Facebook an hour later and go, oh yeah, well these people, they're fucking racist and da 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 da. You know what I mean? You don't do that.
No.
You don't. Yeah, you don't slander and defame the place that is offering you a job. It makes no sense.
You would think a guy like that would be grateful that somebody actually wants him.
Oh wait, because it gets better.
Oh yeah, it does get better. So not only he didn't want to be a backup, he wanted starting money.
By the way, yeah, and by the way, if this is where I think it's going, this just proves that he didn't want to play in the NFL.
And there were
XFL.
No, there were teams that were offering him. Yeah, McMahon won't touch him. There are teams that wanted him. There are teams that did want him. They wanted to bring him in, and even thought, like, oh yeah, maybe he could be a starter. But they weren't going to give him the ridiculous amount of money he wanted.
No, they would have given him like a 1-year, $6 million deal to prove himself.
1 year, $5 million prove it deal.
I mean, I'm sure there'd be incentives in the contract if he played and if he went past a certain this, certain that. There would be incentives.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done that. You could have easily done that. But that's the same thing with like Machado this year, where the White Sox offered him $280, but with incentives, he could have made $340 a year or total.
Isn't it funny how NBA players actually prefer prove-it deals before they get a big deal?
Yeah. Well,
isn't that funny?
And also, what's funny about that is they're also grateful just being in the league because there's only 11 spots on a roster.
11 or 12.
And there's how many teams?
Yeah, like 30 something.
So there's only 60, maybe 70 players max in the league.
Right.
So what does that tell you? Where in a company that employs, I mean, granted it's a little different, but a company that has 70 to a team?
Yeah, but as a quarterback, they carry they'll probably retain, 2 to 3 quarterbacks on a team.
Right. So you think about it, there's how many? There's 32 teams in the league. Yeah, you might
32
get
teams and 3.
So you think 2 to 3, so you're looking between 64 to 70. You're looking about the same as the NBA.
Yeah.
64 to 70 teams. Or the quarterbacks.
32 times 3. 32 teams times 3. You're looking at
But some also keep 2. So that's what I'm saying. You're looking between
96. 96 possible spots.
Still under 100, so.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then he's like, no, I don't want that. I want this money. And so they said, no, get the hell out of here.
Oh, and then to stop on this even more collusion, this whole bullshit that happened, the fucking AAF calls him.
Kaepernick?
Yes. And asked him if he would like to play for for a team, for the AAF, to prove himself, because they are now considered a minor league of the NFL.
And Kaepernick wanted $20 million.
$20 million to play.
In a startup league.
Hence why, in my opinion, it was not about playing football after the second year. It was about getting paid.
It's all about the Benjamins.
It was about getting paid and furthering his, agenda.
Yeah. The problem is, though, he got paid because they just settled out of court.
Yeah, they settled out of court. The terms are not disclosed.
Rumored between 60 to 8. Him and what was the other guy's name? No, it's not Ed Reed.
Eric Reed.
Eric Reed. and they got roughly they're saying between 60 to 80 million of hush money.
I guess we won't be hearing or seeing his face for a while.
That's a rumor.
60
so
yeah,
that's
60
rumor.
to 80 mil. I mean, they're basically saying, I mean, if you look at it, he asked 20 mil, right? He asked 20 mil. If somebody would have gave him a 5-year contract, 20 mil a year or whatever, even if that.
No, he got 4 years of hush money at 20 million. If that, 3 to 4 years of
Yeah,
hush money.
It's not really hush money, it's go away money.
Well, here's the thing.
It's that
He's
we don't
still
care.
His agent still thinks he's getting signed by the Panthers.
Nobody's going to touch him after this.
Well, question is who's going to buy the Panthers? Because right now it's looking like it's the P. Diddy and Curry and all them.
All right, here's the thing. If they sign him for the Panthers, that doesn't mean he's going to start.
No, but I'm saying
That's the thing is like
people.
And that's where he goes against, and that's where it will go against what he originally said. Because originally he said, I want to play in the league, but I believe I'm a starter. I want to be a starter. I don't want to be a backup.
Right.
Well, if you get signed by the Panthers, you are definitely not replacing Cam Newton.
Unless,
No way.
yeah, exactly. And you're going to be a backup. Well, you know what? How much you want to bet his attitude changes now because he just got this settlement?
He's still not going to play.
No, but how much you want his attitude changes now?
All right. Put it this way. Diddy, Curry, and all that can sign him and put him in the preseason, and the coach will be like, yeah, you know what? You're 2 years out. You're no longer good enough.
You're not viable enough to be a starter.
Right. You're not going to be a starter. You're going to be a backup.
You're a glorified backup.
And if Cam Newton gets hurt, then you're in. Simple as that.
Honestly, if I was put in his position and you really wanted to play, your best bet was to go and take the $250,000 from the AAF and play.
Prove yourself.
Prove yourself.
He wouldn't do that.
No,
First
but
off,
what I'm saying is if you really wanted to get in the NBA, the NFL, if he really wanted to get in there, he didn't. No, that's what I mean. It was all about the money to him. It was not about playing in the NFL. Now,
he got paid from Nike. He got paid by Nike, so he didn't need to play.
No.
And now he has this money. He doesn't really need to play. If he wants to play, that's great. But you're not going to jump on right away and be a starter. You're going to be a backup. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And especially
Colin
now that
Kaepernick
he's 3
gets signed
years
by any team in the NFL, he will be a backup.
and especially now with the fact that he's been laid over for 3 years.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years now, like he hasn't played. So no team in their right mind is going to go, "Oh yeah, we'll sign him. Yeah, he'll be our guy." That'd be so stupid.
And my whole thing is what is going on with the NFL settling this out of court?
They're settling it out of court because
go away at this point. They just wanted it to go away at this point. It's been going on for what, 2-3 years now? It's over.
Yeah.
It's done with.
Well,
Let's be done with it.
The court has been a year.
all right, the NFL is settling it out of court because they are trying. You know this. The NFL owners are trying to get Roger Goodell out.
Yeah.
That's why they even asked Adam Silver, like, how much will it take, for you to jump from the NBA to the NFL? They are trying to do whatever they possibly can, to how you gotta put it, save face.
Yeah.
Because Goodell has been dragged through the mud and trashed by everybody. And if this went, especially Roger Goodell, it was just it would be more bullshit, more media thing, more chances for Kaepernick's people to fuel rumors and everything else. Like, he was blacklisted. You know, not to mention when the Ravens offered him a deal and they basically told him to go fuck themselves.
But you know who I'm surprised to not say any?
But the other thing is if Kaepernick wants to play.
Yeah.
As if Kaepernick even wants to play and the team's thinking about signing him, he's going to want a ridiculous amount of money. Like a ridiculous deal. And nobody in their right mind, nobody in their right goddamn mind is going to give a player 2 to 3 years out of playing football
$20 million.
$20 million, even 15 mil. Nobody in their right mind is going to do that.
No.
Oh, look, he works out really great. Yeah, that's great. He does CrossFit. I'm happy for him. Yay, good.
So does
you know
Seth
what?
Rollins.
That doesn't mean shit up. Yeah, so does Seth Rollins. And you know what? That doesn't mean shit on the football field. I said this before in the draft. I don't give a shit about how much a guy can lift, about how fast a guy can run without pads.
Well, that's
or
why
how great he works out. I don't give a shit about that. What I give a shit about is how he plays when the pads are on and there are people in the stands and it means means something.
Hence why they call the combine the underwear Olympics.
Yeah, because if we're talking about how great somebody is working out, then my first round draft is going to be a CrossFitter because they work out really great. But since we're talking football,
yeah,
I want a football player. And Colin Kaepernick used to be a football player, but now he's working out with people. And that doesn't mean dick. I'm sorry. I would not even give him a 10 mil, like 2-year, 10 mil deal.
No, I would go 1 year, max 7.
No. 1 year, 3 mil, prove it. You need to prove that you belong in this league. Otherwise, you can take your 60 to 80 million, whatever you have, and go away. And I'm sure Nike will pay you 100 mil anyway.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that. Again, this is nothing to do with his kneeling, nothing about the race thing, whatever. This is all about what is in front of us right now.
No, and I think the whole thing is Kaepernick did the worst thing you can possibly do, and that was getting away from his actual cause. When he took it, I've been against Kaepernick from doing this because I thought it was stupid. It's like, dude, whatever, but fine. But when I saw him starting to put money where his mouth is by raising money for kids, to help police and stuff like that, it's like, fine. You're actually putting your money where your mouth is. Good for you. Great. Now this is just a bunch of bullshit that you have to spew because, I'm not in the media anymore.
Well, Ronnie, think about it this way. You said he donated money and all that stuff. You don't think that was put into motion by his by the PR machine?
No, actually, no, because I think the website was, but he still had to go out and do it.
The funny part about all this, when you're talking with the Kaepernick stuff, and when you're talking, like, I gotta put fucking stupid ass thing. All right, yeah. The funny part with all this is, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking, because as soon as I did something, some stupid like pop up came up, just screwed me all. Yeah, fucking dumbass.
Finish him.
Yeah, freaking annoying. Like the thing. Oh my god, I had it in my head. The thing with this whole Kaepernick thing that is making me laugh a little bit, there are people that are all about, like, that are calling him a sellout.
Yeah. People that think that the money that he got, he should donate all of it.
No, people are calling him a sellout because you were supposed to bring this to court and bring light to the NFL's evil practices of racism and blah, 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 blah. When, first off, it's ridiculous. Lawyers have even said it's ridiculously hard to prove collusion. And as soon as he told the Ravens, and as soon as that whole thing happened with his camp and the Ravens, that kills your collusion case right there. I'm blackballed by the league. Well, you told one of the teams that was forward thinking to basically go fuck themselves. That'd be like telling the Eagles to go fuck themselves.
Well, I mean, the minute the AAF called them, they also had to prove that because it's like, listen, we work with the NFL. We'll have you in our league.
He didn't. He had no interest in it. He didn't. And we all know it.
Well, no, we know. No, I understand that. But I'm saying is, if you're trying to say collusion, if this is going to be a minor league team for the NFL and they're calling you asking, hey, you want to get back in the NFL, come here, play for a year and see what happens. No? Then how is that collusion?
Here's another thing. You don't think the AAF or whatever the hell it's called would want him just as a PR out of a thing to say, hey, look playing with us now.
Here's the thing. For once.
Oh, it would be total PR.
It would be PR, but I don't think
total PR move.
Blockbuster. Look who's Colin Kaepernick's playing for the Iron, or he's playing for the
other Fleet.
He would have been playing for the Fleet. He would have been playing for the Fleet.
But you get my point. That if the only reason he probably would have done that was if he had gone there, it would be a strict PR move to say, "Oh, I'm making this league better. I'm making this league all about me."
No, to him it might have been a PR move.
Would it be smart? Now, here's the thing: if they were going to get him, and he was actually thinking about signing, 20 mil, say maybe 2 mil, that'd be. Because you'd have to give him more, especially because he's going to be the face of your league. You know it.
Sad.
If you're asking Colin Kaepernick to play, you're going to have to pay him more.
Apparently they were knocking down the door for Tebow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and Tebow's a baseball player.
Tebow literally said, he goes, "Listen, I love it. I love the idea. Please don't call me again."
I play for the New York Metropolitans now.
There you go.
I'm a Brooklyn Bee.
No, he's a Brooklyn Cyclone.
I thought Cyclones were Yankees.
Oh, no, he'll be a Met. Tebow will be a Met.
Oh yeah, he's coming up. Are you kidding me? Shit.
We're the Mets have already had their first injury of the year.
Oh, well.
He'll be a Met.
But anyway, yeah.
But the collusion case, it's like if you told the Eagles to go fuck off.
Yeah, that's like if Michael Vick told the Eagles to piss off.
All right, no, that'd be like Colin Kaepernick telling the Eagles to piss off, which is the most liberal guy and the most liberal team. Don't think the Eagles aren't the most liberal team. I mean, come on. The way it goes now, it's like if you're a Trumper, the Eagles are like the team that you root for if you hate Trump the most.
Speaking of Captain Cheeto, he didn't tweet a damn thing out.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
He's too busy getting the wall.
He's got his own problems right now.
Yeah, he's too busy calling national emergency trying to get a wall.
Let's not go political, gentlemen.
Oh, we've been down this road before. It's fun sometimes.
I'll just say straight up, wall is dumb. There you go.
It's a barrier.
And this is from a WWE Hall of Famer. Please.
God. Well. Am I really surprised? I mean, wait. There was another WWE Hall of Famer that tried, before Jesse Ventura and Kane, that tried their hand at politics, and that was Warrior.
Oh, God.
Christ.
And you had another...
Yeah, like known as Jim Hellwig.
Yeah. That sort of killed him when he had his speech at the University of Connecticut and said, "Queering don't make the world work." Yeah, that was the end of that one right there. Batshit insane, Warrior.
Warrior is...
If you spill the blood of a foreigner, then give me the shirt, or I'll give you a new shirt. What the fuck?
Trust me, I met him about a year before he died. He was batshit crazy then. I can tell you, from just hearing him talk to people when I was waiting in line to meet him, he would ask people the strangest questions. And you're like, really, dude? Seriously? Just sign my autograph, take my picture, let me move on.
That was like Hellwig toned down.
Yeah, that was before
That was after he said maybe the thing I told people on my website, if you wear a Warrior shirt and you get it bloody, spilling the blood of an evil Arab, you send it to me, I will send you like 2 new shirts or whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Nope.
Yeah, well, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
All right. So the Kaepernick thing was, good for him. Go away.
I think we can officially say let us now close the book on Mr. Kaepernick and move on to more relevant topics.
Let us close the book on Kaepernick. Great for you. Use your money for what you got to do. Further your cause. Yes, fight the power. Blah, blah, blah. Stay out of the NFL.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Let's move on.
All right. What about this Russell Wilson thing? Possibly wanting to come to the Giants.
It's bullshit.
Okay. What really thinks? What? Okay. Yeah, he said that. What's really thinking Seattle's going to let him go for nothing?
Russell Wilson did not say that. All right. That rumor is about as stupid as the one that said Landon
Collins cleaned out his locker.
Yeah, Collins cleaned out his locker and he's done with the Giants. Shut up. Let's not even give this no mind.
How about
go on?
A better question is, how about the fact that the Steelers are not going to use the franchise tag on Le'Veon Bell?
Well, they need to worry about trading Antonio Brown.
That's true too.
Mr. Big Chest.
Last. Did you read that tweet?
Oh my God. If y'all hungry, y'all want to win, you know my phone number. Yeah, that'd be smart. Yeah, call Antonio Brown and tamper. Yeah, that's... that was so stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
and his agent basically made him tweet a more professional response because, dude, you're acting like an idiot.
Look who you're speaking of.
Wait, isn't his agent Drew Rosenhaus?
Yes. Drew was like, dude, what are you doing?
But I'm saying, think about that. Drew Rosenhaus, of all people, is telling someone to cut the shit.
Drew Rosenhaus, who was with T.O. during the infamous sit-ups in the driveway, is telling Antonio Brown to cut the shit.
He's in the most infamous time of NFL because with T.O., and he's telling Antonio Brown to be professional.
Yeah, cut the shit, Antonio. Cut the shit, Antonio.
Cut the shit, man. Just go away. Don't become a Jet.
Oh, that's where he's going. You know.
Oh, I know he is, and I'm scared.
You know what?
He's
line?
going
You know
to
what?
Only okay. Come to the Jets if we give you a 7th round pick.
No, the Steelers to be like, we need to get a 1st or 2nd round pick. The Jets are like, Antonio Brown, 1st round pick. You got a deal, sir.
No, they got to throw in somebody else for that for the 3rd pick of the draft.
Oh, I thought you said the Jets will think that. Yeah, here you go. We'll give you a 1st round pick, and we'll throw somebody in.
No, you got to throw somebody.
I'm not getting rid of that 3rd round pick. No way.
No. They'll give him a 4th.
Dude, you know that would be a Jets thing to do.
Jets already screwed themselves in so many different ways I can't even count anymore.
I mean, let's just face the facts that the Jets could have had Dan Marino.
Wait. Where the Jets traded the house to get Sam Darnold? It's like, hey, we weren't leading the league in interceptions last year. Let's lead it this year.
But the fact that they're saying, oh, yeah, let's go get Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. Why?
Let's get a quarterback that will never help Todd Bowles win, ever. Todd Bowles is like, I need some people that will help me win and get over the hump. Sam Darnold.
Hot job. Yeah, well, that didn't work, did it?
Dude, A microcosm of his whole season was in the first play of the regular season.
Interception.
Pick six.
Oh,
First
I
round
remember.
NFL.
Okay, so I remember me and you literally watching that game before. I think we were on Skype. I go, all right, let's see how Darnold does. Pick six. Oh, well, there goes our fucking season.
I was laughing my ass off. I was like, "You picked up right where you left off."
Yeah. Throwing
And he
picks.
even had this confused look, like, "What? What am I doing?" And then the injury, the quote unquote injury, started happening. And it's funny how the injuries happened right after an interception.
Yeah, because they wanted to go run and hide.
If you think about
If
it,
he was under the turf, he would.
interception. Oh, my ankle. Interception. I'm holding my head.
You know what? As much as we love to blame Darnold, there's one thing that we gotta blame more than Darnold, and that's the Jets' fucking defense.
What defense?
Whoa. Blame the Jets defense when they do something and force a punt and then Darnold gives the ball right on the 5-yard line. All right, you can't do that.
I'm sorry, but when you get blown out by the Bills and their fourth-string quarterback...
Yeah, but how many interceptions did Darnold throw that game?
None, because he didn't play!
He was sitting on the sidelines with a bad something.
Yeah, he was injured. That was
He had
McClown.
hurt something.
He was injured, quote unquote injured.
That was McClown that did that.
Oh, God. Yeah, Sam Darnold will learn from Josh McClown. Boy, you're really setting him up to succeed.
Oh, shit.
I see nothing but success for Sam Darnold. Shut up, Will Kane.
I see nothing but success. Yeah, let's give him a wide receiver to throw to besides Robbie Anderson. Love Robbie Anderson, but let's give him a number one. Because right now, all we have is 2 2s and a 4.
I see nothing but success for Sam Darnold. Yes, especially when he's playing other defenses. Yeah, I think that's what he meant. I see nothing but success for defenses when they play Sam Darnold.
Here's the thing. We make fun of Tony Romo. Tony Romo's golf game is better than Sam Darnold's passing.
Tony Romo's football game is better than Sam Darnold's.
And he's been retired for how long?
Okay, how about this? If you had a choice, bring Tebow back or have Darnold start again?
Tebow.
Tebow.
I'll have Tebow in a heartbeat.
At least Tebow can run for 10 yards.
Wait. So John knows Jet a little more Jet Lord than Chris. Here's one. Would you rather have Glenn Foley start or Sam Darnold?
Glenn Foley.
Damn.
The original number 4 for the Jets before they got Favre.
John, did you hear Ronnie's rant when the Jets drafted Darnold?
I was on with you guys. I was in the chat.
Oh, so you remember the whole thing where I was like, if the Giants draft Darnold, I'm burning my jersey?
He was going to wear the jersey at his wedding. I remember that.
Yeah, it's like, first off, if the Giants drafted Darnold, I was going to burn my jersey, and it was the whole thing leading up to it. One man, one team. And then I was like, and then the Jets draft Sam Darnold, and I started cracking up, and Ronnie's like, what the fuck?
I remember listening to that. I swear, I thought Ronnie was going to have a brain aneurysm with that one.
Oh, and Kim was listening, and she kept feeding me things to say to you, Ronnie.
I kind of figured that. But here's the thing. Even looking at it now, I still do not. I'm sorry, California quarterbacks do not work well in New York. Never have. They don't work well in cold weather. Yes, there's an exception to the rule, but that's usually 90% of the time. They're born in, like, fucking New York or New Jersey.
There's one exception to the rule, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah,
because he was born, but I'm saying is, like, he was born in a cold, he's used to the cold.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I find funny? It's like I look back at my illustrious love for the Jets, and I can think of how many quarterbacks that we've had that have been nothing but busts. We've had, I think, maybe 2 good quarterbacks our entire legacy of our team. Joe Namath, and I know you're going to give me crap in this one, but Boomer Esiason was a better quarterback.
Okay, here's the thing. Look at how many quarterbacks that were not a bust, but that have actually played well. They're all cold weather quarterbacks. Joe Namath, Alabama. Ray Lucas was from fucking Rutgers.
All right.
Chad Pennington was from Tennessee. Was from Marshall.
What about Boomer?
Right.
Where was Boomer? Was Marshall too?
Yeah.
All right. There is one West Coast quarterback that was good for the Jets. He was good for maybe 3 to 4 years, and then that incident happened, and that was the end of him.
A Favre?
No.
What are you talking about?
Senior butt fumble.
Oh,
hold on.
Sanchez.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Sanchez? No, he wasn't even that good. Because they had a great defense.
Yeah, but Sanchez still played good to get you guys to those 2 AFC Championship games.
He played,
and then he was playing good. Was it the 3rd or 4th year, and then he got hurt, and then came the butt fumble, and that was the end of him.
Oh, I can't blame him for that 3rd season. That line was the drizzling shits. That O-line was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Can we get away from the Jets here? Antonio Brown, like, somebody's gonna trade. Somebody's gonna, go for him.
Yeah.
I think maybe it'll be the 49ers. Maybe it'll be the Packers. Who knows?
I think, or you know who I like to see that I could see taking him? And it would be him going south because they need a wideout. I could see Jacksonville.
I don't think Coughlin will have anything to do with Antonio Brown.
No, but they need something. I mean, granted, they need a quarterback right now.
Coughlin does not like diva receivers.
That is very true. All right, where's Bell? What do you think Bell's going?
Oof.
Who's going to take...
I am back.
Okay. Because I don't really think everyone's like, oh, the Jets should take Bell.
Oakland.
I think Oakland might be his best bet because everyone's like, oh, the Jets should take him. I go, why? Because we have fucking plethora of fucking running backs.
Well, Gruden's got money to pay him.
Yeah, well,
but do you really want him here too? He's just bad as Antonio Brown.
No, he's
gonna.
Wait. The Jets have money, have a plethora of running backs? No, they have running backs that are injured all the time.
Yeah,
they have 3 running backs that are at least that right now. Okay, besides Barkley, there are how many running backs would you really say are going to get paid?
Le'Veon Bell.
Bell's not going to get paid. He's too old.
Bell is not too old. You kidding me?
He's 31. For a running back.
Le'Veon Bell's 31.
For a running back, that's old.
I think he'll get paid.
Not for what he's probably looking for.
He's going to want to go to a contender. You know who might pay him?
Who?
Well, Le'Veon Bell has issues with management.
Sorry,
he's
27.
All right, he never had any off the field issues, right?
Not that I know of.
All right, wait a minute. I'm pulling up the Jets.
He wants $50 million guaranteed for the first 2 years.
You know who our running backs are? Elijah McGuire, Kenton Cannon, and D'Angelo Henderson. That's our 3 running backs right there.
Bilal Powell's gone.
Yeah. I thought they re-signed Powell.
I'm looking. He's not on the roster as of right now. Unless I'm missing it.
Crowell.
Crowell's there. They have, Powell's still on the list. I'm looking at the ESPN roster.
Well,
all right. If we're talking
roster thing, that's why.
All right, if we're talking about who might take the chance and break the bank and sign him, what team is in need of a running back like him?
Besides Oakland?
Think about it.
I mean,
Who had a running back like him?
Detroit?
Who unfortunately had to let him go.
Detroit, San Francisco,
Kansas City.
KC, yeah.
Kansas City. I mean, you upgrade over Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
You got to pay the man, but nobody in Kansas City's really paid.
No, the only one that's going to get paid is when his contract's up is going to be, what's his name?
I mean, Mahomes and Hill will
Mahomes.
get paid, but not like that.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
And maybe if that doesn't happen, maybe the Raiders.
I think the Raiders are probably going to be the best bet for him. I hate to say it, but I think that's the best bet for all of them.
I think the fact that you're going to have, what's it called? You're gonna need something to entice people for when they move to Vegas. And Bell will do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially since they got rid of Khalil Mack.
Bell will do that, and then they're probably going to draft a young quarterback this year so they have a quarterback to start when they move to Vegas.
Kyler Murray?
I don't think it's going to be Murray.
Where's Kyler Murray going to end up?
I think he's going to be a Giant. Unless he jumps to, like...
He's not going to be a Giant, because the Giants are interested in Haskins, if anybody.
That's true, too. I mean, but then, yeah. Question is, too, is are the Jets going to trade with somebody? Because I think Oakland might be probably going to trade with the Jets.
Why are the Jets going to trade if they have the number 3 pick?
Yeah, why would they what? They're going to move what?
One
the
down.
Number
one down. Well,
why?
To number 4, but then why would they do that?
All right.
Someone else is going
to move down the number 4, unless you're getting unless you want to get that one guy. So you pay him what, like $10,000 less? Ooh.
I mean, unless you do a swap like they did with like a draft and trade.
Manning and Rivers.
Yeah.
Again, why would the Raiders do that unless they think that their guy's going to go? I mean, the Raiders right now are sitting good at 4.
I mean, for all we know, you could see Jacksonville jump.
I mean, I don't think the Giants are going to take Dwayne Haskins. I mean, they're talking about it because Haskins wants to be a Giant, and Haskins could be good. He could be a lot better than the Cardale Jones, horrible thing. But I think if the Giants are going to do anything, they're going to take a lineman. I think the Giants are going to take a lineman or a defender, and then probably go in the second round, probably at Will Grier or somebody.
Okay.
Sorry, Dwayne Haskins, but you also have to see if the guy is an elite talent, and it also helps if the guy wants to play there. Like Saquon wanted to play in New York.
Yeah.
So, that does say a lot because, sometimes you get guys that don't want to be there. As we're discovering right now with good old Bryce Harper.
God.
Oh, we'll get on that later.
Okay, so as of right now, here's what we're looking at. I pulled up the mock draft. They're looking at. Oakland they're saying Oakland's probably going to draft the D end out of Clemson, Farrell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giants, Haskins. Tampa, Williams, the O tackle out of Alabama.
See, I could see the Giants drafting Williams, the tackle out of Alabama.
Yeah. All right, so let's say we're looking at who needs a quarterback right now. Denver's out. Denver's done.
Where'd this quarterback shit? Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah. But I'm saying for Oakland, you're thinking either they're going to need something if they're going to. Oakland right now kind of needs a quarterback. Either they're going to wait till they're going to try this year, or they're going to wait till next year and try to suck for Tua.
Or maybe Gruden does like Carr.
That could be too, but I'm thinking just to be on the safe side, wouldn't you draft a younger quarterback, or like, 'cause I could see, or for all we know, someone could jump, and like a Green Bay could jump to try to get.
I mean, Derek Carr is not like old man River here. I mean, he's
No.
in his mid-20s.
But I'm saying, could you see a team like Green Bay trying to jump to like a 5 to try to get a quarterback for the heir for Rivers?
You mean
Rivers, sorry, the heir for Rodgers.
Rodgers?
Yeah, I was gonna
Why?
say,
Rodgers is still in his prime. Rodgers is still in his prime, and he got paid crazy money. So why would you all of a sudden try to draft a first-round pick, replace Aaron Rodgers when he's going to be gone in 6 years?
I mean, look at what they did with Favre. How long did Rodgers?
That was when Favre was in the twilight of his career, and the only reason they did that because Aaron Rodgers was there.
But I'm saying is, how long did they have Rodgers on the bench for? 6 years?
No, they didn't. They had Rodgers on the bench for 4 or 5, maybe 4 years.
4 years it was.
Close enough.
4 years. 4 years, and the only reason they took Rodgers was because it was a steal, because it was one of the last picks of the first round, and where Rodgers had to go, making all this crazy, silly money, they got him for pennies on the dollar.
Well, what also helps. Well, here's the thing too. The one thing that helps Oakland right now is they have the 4th, 24th, and 27th pick of the first round.
There you go. I mean, maybe they don't draft Kyler Murray. Oakland, I'm looking at Rivers' offense. I'm looking at give your quarterback the best chance to succeed. Just don't go, oh, we need a quarterback.
Yeah, and you want to know what they're projecting for everything Oakland? Defense.
Yeah, well, did you see them play defense?
Yeah.
Did you see them play defense?
Whose defense was worse, the Jets or the Raiders?
Raiders.
All right, if Oakland has Cleveland Farrell, or I could see Oakland making a move up for Davis.
See, if that's the case, but where do they have Davis going?
They have him going to San Francisco, don't they?
No, they have Williams. It goes Bosa, Williams, Allen.
That's what I meant, Williams. Or Allen. That's what I meant, Jonathan Allen.
So then they would have to trade with the Jets, because they have him going to the Jets.
They have who going to the Jets?
They have Jonah Williams going to Tampa, by the way. The O-line out of Alabama.
Allen. That's what I meant.
Josh Allen, the backer out of Kentucky, they're saying it would be going to the Jets.
Well, the Raiders can make a move up there with the Jets, and then they have their replacement for Khalil Mack.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or they just stand pat and get Cleveland Farrell, who's also a good replacement.
Yeah.
He's not Allen, but
I have a weird question. Who's gonna be the heir apparent to Eli?
I mean,
I don't think the Giants are going to draft him this year. I mean, if they do, then maybe Dwayne Haskins, if they think he's worth it. I don't know if he is. We don't know, because Haskins looked great in Ohio State. Who knows how he's going to look at his pro day? Who knows how he's going to look at, the combine? And again, Gettleman likes a good, solid line. That's the one thing Cam did have in Carolina when Gettleman was there.
Here's
a good, solid line to run for Saquon to run behind. So therefore the heir apparent for Eli could be Tua next year if
that's
the Giants.
What I was going to say. Or there's so many quarterbacks next year.
Or they could, in the second round, they could get like a Drew Lock or a Will Grier, which are first round talents. They're first round talents, or my opinion, my thing, don't go next year. Just suck complete. Not this year. Coming up, this year you ride it out with Eli and see what he has.
How many years does Eli really have left?
1,
2 at the most, right?
No, 1. He's done after this year, I think.
Yeah, this is their. He's gonna do He's supposed to do a press conference on Friday, and that's looking like say that it's his final year.
Oh, so he's going to pull a CC Sabathia, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least he's letting the Giants know it's his last year.
Hey, maybe you know, because you know better, Chris. Why did the Giants have to forfeit one of their picks this year?
Oh, the McAdoo thing.
Okay.
The McAdoo thing. They did something or whatever, and I forgot. It was something with McAdoo, and they had to forfeit a pick.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a pick forfeited that year. And at the time, we were like, oh, well, we're going to be in the playoffs anyway. It doesn't really matter. Now you're like, ugh.
Third, the 71st pick in the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th pick of the third round. Oh, that's interesting. They have Will Greer going 66th. Second pick of the third round to Oakland.
Well, Gruden likes Will Greer. But the thing, the Giants could grab Will Greer, who knows?
That's
or,
that's the
like
main
I
question.
said before, you ride it out with Eli, then you throw whoever the next year, and you suck. I mean, you suck. You make sure you're terrible.
I know where you're going.
And then
with this
you
one.
draft. Yeah, and then with the first pick in the 2021 NFL draft, the New York Giants select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson.
Yeah, Matt Riddle with Clemson.
The dude is insane. All right. When a freshman beats the hell out of Nick Saban, you know he's special.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. I mean, he didn't just beat him. He beat the hell out of him.
Fatality.
Yeah, that pretty much.
Let me see. When you throw for, what was it, 300-something yards and three or four touchdowns against Nick Saban's Alabama Crimson Tide in the national championship game, you're special. So I would take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if Haskins is the guy, it adds a element to our team that we haven't had before.
Yeah.
We would have a quarterback that can run, and supposedly Haskins is deadly accurate, so we'll see.
It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. When is the draft now? It's April what?
April
20-something?
25th.
Are we on that day?
No, because it's a Thursday. I mean, we could be.
She moved the show to Thursday so we can watch the draft unfold.
No, actually, we do a draft show. So
Yeah, we do a draft special.
No, but we should do one live during the draft.
We do.
We always do. Life Genesis. What do we know? What do we know about the AAF?
We're about to get to it.
Yeah, let's get right to the AAF. Well, first, the AAF was bailed out with $250 million by the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, who wears suits that look like a 70s couch.
Oh.
I'm looking at a fucking
You know what? Now that you said that, I looked that up. You know what that reminds me of? Did you ever watch the show WKRP in Cincinnati?
Yep.
A Herb Tarlick look. Those suits that guy wore, seeing that guy, that's what it makes me think of.
Yeah, I mean, his suits are bright and yeah.
What do you nerds know about the AAF? What do you know about the AAF?
Well, I'll tell you, all I know is, the walk with the Alliance.
Oh, God.
Is this person serious?
No, they're not.
Who is this?
I have no clue.
You guys don't even know about wrestling.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's talk about the AAF first. The off.
The Afaffle, the
off.
The off.
I'm a good friend of Dale's.
Dale Earnhardt?
Oh, okay.
No, Dale. from
God, I
Arizona.
haven't seen Dale in here in forever.
Damn, Dale. All right.
Damn, Boomhauer.
I tell you that, boy.
All right, what we know is the Birmingham Irons defense is that good.
Yes.
Iron.
The Iron will God.
Cheers.
Yeah. Yeah, the Iron have... Chances are, if you're playing the Iron, you take the under.
Yeah.
If you're betting an Iron game, you take the under. Always.
The Atlanta Legends are just that bad.
Didn't they win?
No, they lost.
They were winning when we checked into the game.
Yeah, they lost.
Ugh. To the Fleet.
Ugh.
So the Legends are that bad. The Fleet is eh.
Arizona became the first road team to win a game.
Yeah, the first road team to win a game. And as everybody's saying, the Apollos were their best team in the league. No. Now you got to look at the top two teams. Well, the top three teams right now look like the Hot Shots. Everybody loves the Hot Shots. The Hot Shots, the Iron, and the Commanders.
Yes.
And the one thing the Commanders have over like all those teams, they got a sold out Alamo Dome every time they play.
Dude, oh my God. That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Like, this is how you know that they want football back in their town. Oh my God. That place was loud. That place was rocking. It felt fucking great.
That's a home field advantage right there for San Antonio and against anybody. I mean, Birmingham's starting to catch on, but it's not like a roll tide thing, you know?
No, well, when it turns into a roll tide thing or a War Eagles thing, game over.
Oh, yeah, because they can sell out that place. I mean, if they, Orlando, they're going to sell out. San Diego, come on. San Diego just signed Manny Machado, and they're still not going to be able to sell out the building. So you think San Diego cares about the Fleet? Get out of here.
No, the Legends lost 24-12.
The Legends haven't even played a home game yet. And when they do, nobody's going to be there because they suck.
Dude, yeah, exactly. They're so bad.
How bad are they?
Terrible.
They have Michael Vick coaching them.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is their lack of defense.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's get into the games from last week. The Iron came back down 9-0 to beat the Stallions.
Yeah, and the Stallions have yet to play a home game.
Darth Vape.
I would knife edge chop of it.
What the fuck?
Okay, Kevin Nash.
I would. From the. Jesus Christ. What the hell? This is our chat now. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you, guys.
Oh, God. I would knife edge chop Vanilla Midget from his feet onto his back. Yeah.
Yeah. America.
Brother.
That's illegal in 3 states.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So the Iron, yeah. The Hot Shots are the first team.
First team to win an away game. They won 20-18.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the biggest news was the fact that the AAF got bailed out.
Yeah, I mean, that was interesting to hear about. They got bailed out, and now the guy from Carolina is on the board. He's the CO.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? That's great, because now they're starting to get more money behind it. But wouldn't you have expected this?
It's like games into the season, and they have to get bailed out already.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a little. That to me was a little jarring.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell happened there?
Well, you know what that means? That means the XFL is not even going to last 2 weeks.
The XFL with Vince McMahon's money.
Dude, if this league that is literally trying to be a minor league of the NFL, which they've already talked to Goodell and all them to get that into place. And by the way, if they get that into place, holy shit, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
They're already talking about them buying. They should not buy it. They should work to get side by side with them. It should be WWF and ECW.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, that's all we can really talk about the AAF because nothing really.
Well, I mean, and then you had the Legends lose to the Fleet, and the Apollos beat the Commanders. They were the second away team to win a game.
Yeah.
But we can go into, I mean, there was nothing really, there were a couple injuries. I mean, there was a bad hit during the San Antonio game where, was it San Antonio?
Yeah.
Where two guys collided. One guy was a little lower than the other, and literally his head snapped back to the point where from the Apollo, and he was laying motionless until they got him on the stretcher. Then luckily you saw him move his hands and his feet, so hopefully. But he was out for a good. What? 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like not moving for a good 3 to 5 minutes.
I think it's safe to say this guy's season's over.
Oh, he's done.
He's done. Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Do you want to go through this week's games? We'll just run down.
We'll wait on that.
Okay, I was gonna say we can just run through the list. It's
all right. Fine, we'll run through the list.
2-0 Arizona will take on Salt Lake. I don't got the spread or the over under, but I'll look that up.
Wait. Didn't Arizona take on Salt Lake 2 weeks ago?
In week 1, I don't remember.
Yeah, in Arizona. Yeah, they did. So now Salt Lake.
Oh no, that's right. That's right, because there's one game that's gonna be. There's another one that's down here that's gonna be the same. Just they flipped.
The fans will be going crazy in Salt Lake, and it won't matter because the Hot Shots win anyway.
Yeah. 0-2 Memphis go to Orlando for 2-0 Apollos.
The Apollos. Wait, the Apollos aren't 2-0.
Yeah, they are.
They're 1-1. They're 1-1.
No, they won both games.
They beat the Commanders? I thought they lost.
Yes, no, they beat the Commanders.
I got the odds up if you're ready for them.
Yeah, go ahead. Start with Arizona.
The Hot Shots versus Stallions. It is over and under 45-5. Red Hot Shots -4.
I'm going to go with the over and the Hot Shots -4.
Arizona over.
The Memphis Express versus the Orlando Apollos. We got the spread. The Apollos are -14-15, and the over-under is 45.
I'll go with the over and give me Orlando.
Over, and Orlando does not cover.
Oh, Orlando covers. Memphis is terrible.
The Birmingham Iron. And the Atlanta. I got every time you say Iron, you got to say it like that. It just makes sense.
Wait. Hold on.
Iron.
Birmingham
Iron.
What's that? An old cologne ad?
All right.
The
Birmingham
Iron.
First, the Atlanta Legends. The spread. The Iron -6. Over under 40.
All right.
Iron in the over.
I'm taking the
Iron.
And what is the under or over?
40.
I'm going with the under.
Okay.
And the San Antonio Commanders versus the Fleet. Fleet -2. Over under 43.
The Fleet are -2. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders, and what's the over under?
43.
Under.
Give me the under. All right, now it's time for fun in baseball, otherwise known as the Manny Machado and Bryce Harper sweepstakes.
Hakuna Machado.
What a lovely pick.
what a terrible phrase. Hakuna Machado. Ain't no hustle.
In the way.
He's stuck for another decade.
No hustle for another decade.
All right, I got a question.
Hold on, I'm actually going to pull up that song. Hold on.
Philosophy. Hakuna Machado.
Hakuna
That song's going to stick in my damn head tonight.
I already got Chinos.
Oh, you're torturing him with that?
Means no worries for the rest of your days. We know it. We don't need it. We don't
Hold on,
need
Chris.
music.
Hold on.
He's paid. It means no worries for the next decade. It's all problem free. No hustle fee. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Machado.
I couldn't help myself. Literally, because of Wingo, started saying Akuna Machado. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I gotta turn that into a song.
All right. What if you got to come up with a song for Harper then too? If he's going to either Philly or San
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not Al Dukes.
Wait. For the Bryce Harper song, that's simple. Wherever you go, whatever you do, we will be right here waiting for you. If it takes $3.50, you know we will pay. We will be right here waiting for you. Maybe $400, we'll still say yay. 'Cause we'll be right here waiting for you. You may hate Philly, but you know that we will fucking pay. And we'll be right here waiting for you. There you go.
There you go.
Hey! I'll try to figure out lyrics that rhyme.
350. 350 mil. We'll pay.
No, that's what I mean.
400 mil. We'll pay.
You sound like Mae Young singing ragtime.
Fuck you.
Hey. If you're going to insult him, at least put a little money in the purse.
Fuck you. I came up with that on the fly, Darth Vapors. What are you doing? Typing on your keyboard.
Hey, pennies in the purse. Bits, we'll let you say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Drop the bits.
Flex your Twitter muscles. Flex your Twitter muscles like Howard Eskin did, insulting Bryce Harper's fucking manhood.
What the hell? This all of a sudden turned into
Is it the money? Why don't you show me it's not the money, bro? Yeah, there was a thing where Philly fans thought that insulting and challenging Bryce Harper's manhood would get him to sign.
Show me the money!
Of course. Think about it.
I love the cheesesteak.
No, I was waiting for it. I was just waiting for it because I'm like, okay, waiting, and we're waiting, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, here come the Philly fans on Twitter flexing their dick muscle like, yeah, America. Yeah, Philly, bro. Why don't you sign, bitch? Come on, bitch. We're like, oh my God, here we go. And then you had the people on Philadelphia Sports Radio. I wouldn't want to sign him. 350 mil. Blah, blah, blah. And then they start bringing up the cap. And I'm like, dude, you really don't know baseball, do you? Because there is no cap.
The only cap is on their head when they play.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, that was the dumbest thing ever. It was like, if we get Bryce Harper, then we can't get these guys. Why? What? We got a checkbook, right?
Now, that's the next question that I have for you anyway. Should they have a cap?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Should baseball have a cap? Yes, because it would bring parity to the league, and you wouldn't see super teams like the Yankees and the Red Sox. You know, like all these teams just gathering players.
Now, you know what I almost hope they do? What the NBA does.
Max cap?
Where you can have a max contract. Like the max, or if the player stays with a team, they can get the super max.
Yeah. Yeah, like
you really see the MLB doing that?
Well,
they should.
The thing is, the CBA's coming up soon.
Yeah, at the end of the 2020 season, I think.
Well, you think, well, there's only one team right now that, because usually, because usually the big budget teams do it. The only team that really doesn't have a big budget that still usually gets in the playoff race is the Oakland A's.
Yeah, Moneyball. All that Moneyball.
They don't have a big budget, but the funny thing is the A's usually can't afford their big guys anyway. Chris Davis wants to stay in Oakland. The thing is, a team like the Phillies or somebody is going to throw a ton of money at him, and he's not going to be able to say no. And the other thing about the Harper thing, which I laugh about, is this is another thing like where the MLBPA wants him to sign in Philly. You know that, right? The union wants Harper to sign in Philly.
I know. Well,
or they want him to sign.
Same with Trout. It's either Harper or Trout they want him to sign.
No. The union wants Harper to sign for the most money he can get. You know why? Because that sets the market. That pushes the market. I mean, if he signs with the Giants for say 5 years, 200 mil, that doesn't push the market.
No.
Machado then pushes the market. And that's why they're waiting on Harper now.
And
Harper needs to sign.
And that's the Padres of all teams.
Yeah.
Why would he sign with San Diego? I mean,
you know why?
No, I look at their.
I'll tell you why. The Phillies backed out. The Padres offered him $300 million. The Phillies, one of the guys from the Phillies, Clintack, even said we didn't think he was worth $300 million.
No, they honestly, the Yankees,
and they were in on Harper.
And honestly, the Yankees had it right. I believe the Yankees, when the Yankees offered him for 7 years, $220 million, that is the right number.
And they wanted a 10-year. They wanted a 10-year.
He wanted 10 He wanted 10 years, $30 million a clip. But here's the thing: the one thing that's
Machado didn't want that. His agent.
Yeah, his agent wanted that. But I think what's interesting.
His agent hates Boris.
Yeah. I think
I'm looking right now. I'm looking at the roster of the Padres. The only name that jumps out at me that's of any star power is Hosmer.
And they got him last year.
But they quote unquote have 9 of the top 100 prospects. And I went over what I think about prospects.
Three are in the top 10.
Yeah. They're in the minors, but I'm talking about players that are going to affect you now. I mean, players that are on the major league roster now. There is no real star power.
Now,
the only reason they wanted him is for the name recognition. That'll put butts in seats. That's it.
It's not going to sell. In San Diego, it's not going to. The only time San Diego ever even comes close to selling out is when the military's in port.
Yeah, the San Diego Padres selling out. Hold on. The San Diego Padres selling out, right?
Ha ha! Very funny, motherfucker.
Yeah. No. No.
Oh, hell no.
I mean,
I want to be very, very clear. No.
I'm not singing the praises of it, but there has to be some reason why he chose there.
The money.
I mean, you know why? Because he knows he can dog it and nobody will give a shit.
John, okay, besides the Mets games, how much are you really, okay, honest answer from for all three of us. Are you really going to stay up and watch a Padres game at 10 o'clock at night, even if the Mets or Yankees are playing them, or Phillies?
I watch them.
No.
I watch.
Hell no. I want to be very, very clear. No.
I watch Mets. I watch the Mets and they play on the West Coast.
What about chat? I want to know from chat. Are you going to watch? I know if it's anything but from friends of Dale's. I think they live out on the West Coast, so the question doesn't mean shit to you unless you want to answer it.
But still, like, was it? Why Machado signed there? Because the White Sox were not going to give him that money. And like the Phillies had him. They were thinking that then all of a sudden they fell in love with Harper. And then they're like, oh yeah, go ahead, sign. Go ahead. We're not gonna give you that. We're not gonna give that money. So he went to the Padres. Because the funny thing is Machado wanted to come back to the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Machado wanted to come back to the East Coast. And the other thing is also Philly fans were really on him.
It seems like a lot of teams were a little on both of these guys this offseason.
No. Philly fans were a little because of his whole question of his effort and hustle.
The fact that he flat out admitted that he does not hustle.
Yeah, and that's the
problem. What killed him with the Yankees, honestly.
See, that's the problem with why Phillies didn't want him, because they don't want to come back and bring a guy his first game in Citizens Bank Park and he's getting booed.
What?
Where for us, Bryce Harper's the piece because it's the ultimate fuck you to our rivals. The Nats.
Yeah.
We take their star player and put him in red, in Philly's red. It's the ultimate fuck you to that. And basically, it's the crown jewel right now. Like, we have the face of baseball in Philadelphia. All of a sudden makes us that much of, that makes us more of a desirable place, a desirable destination for other free agents to follow.
Here's the kicker, too. And if this is true, I mean, we've talked about this 2 weeks ago. They get Harper, and then you get Trout in center.
Trout will take a hometown.
No, that's what I mean. But I'm saying is, just that outfield alone is stupid.
Yeah, the Angels are trying to get a deal done with him, an extension done with him for to stay out here. His agent may. I don't know. I don't think Trout will.
No, I think Trout. I think Trout is going to, like you said. I think Trout is gonna come. If Trout really wants to come to Philly, he's gonna find a way to come to Philly.
Yeah, he'll force a trade or something like, yo, I'm gonna opt out anyway. He's gonna do what basically Anthony Davis did. Say, I'm not gonna sign my extension no matter what you do.
But the one thing
I don't know which paper it was. It was either the Daily News or the New York Post. Said something about Trout is dying to play for the Yankees. I don't know if this was just a fluff piece. I don't know.
That is a complete fluff piece.
If that was any more
would
of
a South Jersey
all day on FAN today when I was out.
If that was any more of a fluff piece, it would be on a porno site.
Dude, that is like feel good. That is make you feel good about yourself, because what would a South Jersey, Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia 76ers, Philadelphia Phillies fan who's been linked to Philly so much, what the fuck would he want to play for the Evil Empire for?
Look, I already know how you feel about this, but I'm just saying, I heard it today and I said, I'm going to bring this up. I want to see what your take is, because I know how much of a fan, about the whole Phillies situation you are. That's why I just was curious.
I mean, I'm sorry. No. If I grew up, or if I'm from the Philadelphia area and I grew up an Eagles fan, a diehard Eagles fan, Sixers fan, Flyers fan, Phillies fan, what the fuck would I want to play with the Yankees for? Why the fuck would I want to play with the Yankees?
That's like saying That's like saying
you're a diehard.
That's like Frazier wanting to play for the Yankees, which originally he was, and then saying, "Oh, I'm going to go sign with Boston."
That's like saying you're a diehard Eagles fan your whole life, and you get drafted by the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, at that point,
you want to try to find a way out of there.
But at that point, but also at that point, you kind of shut your mouth and take their money.
Yeah, and then you try to find a way out.
When you're a free agent, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, 3 years. All right, 2 years, 2 years. I got 1 year left. All right, yeah. After your 2 years, after your rookie deal, you're like, yo, I'm opting out.
You just pray to God that you're not getting franchise tagged.
You don't have to sign it.
If he goes to the Yankees, they'll take a bet, shine it up real nice, turn it sideways, and shove it up your candy ass.
Oh God.
The fucking why is the fucking Rock in our fucking chat room?
I don't know, but the thing is, Trout's not going to New York.
No.
FAN did a fluff piece. That's almost
It
as
wasn't
bullshit
FAN. It
rumors
was
as
just
Landon Collins cleaned out his locker. Come on.
You see, that was the topic of conversation. Like I said, I was out twice today, and both times while I was out, I listened to the fan, and it's like they were kept. It was the Trout Yankees thing and the locker gate. You know,
First off, there's your problem. You listen to Benigno and Roberts. You should be listening to
No, somebody else. It wasn't them. It was somebody else.
It was Roberts and what was it during Francesa's time?
Yeah, it was somebody else.
Oh God, Francesa.
No. I'm sorry, but Francesa doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He literally.
Oh, trust me. I hate Mike Francesa for what after the whole Stan Lee thing.
But not even that.
After he goes back and asks comments about Stan Lee, I used to listen to him and Mike and the Mad Dog. I used to think they were interesting and fun.
Oh, Mad Dog is amazing. Francesa lost touch.
There's only one guy on the fan who's worth listening to, and that's Bob Papa. Why? Because he broadcasts
Bob Papa.
But look, it's like all I know is he's probably you're guaranteed he's probably going to Philly if he's that much of a Philly fanatic as you say he is. He's going to Philly no matter what. I mean, I have no reason to disbelieve you. I'm saying fine, let him go. I don't care. I was never really a mega Trout fan anyway. He's a good ball player, but I wasn't like saying, oh my God, I got to turn on MLB Network just so I can watch him play.
Yeah, he's either going to go to Philly or he's going to just re-up with the Angels. That's it. That'll be that right there. He'll either go to Philly or he'll re-up with the Angels.
Yeah. And I mean, like, but that's the thing. It's getting to a point where it's like, why?
Dude, right now, I as long as we don't have weight gate, like the Harper thing, because you know when Harper's going to sign, right?
Like,
he's going to sign right before Machado's press conference.
It's going to be 5 minutes or 5 to 3 minutes before Manny Machado is on the stage to see Bryce Harper signs with the Philadelphia Phillies for $350 million.
But here's the funny part. The minute that happens, the minute he signs, everybody else is going to fucking sign.
Yup. They're going to fall like dominoes. And the thing is, like, if the Phillies get Harper, don't think they're not looking at Dallas Keuchel and Kimbrel either.
Yeah.
I think
they're still looking at him.
I personally, I think they're only going to get if they get Harper, they're going to probably keep Keuchel. They're going to probably get Keuchel.
If they get Harper, they can also get Kimbrel because Kimbrel's not really driving a market.
That's true too. Yeah, I mean after
He's
this
the
whole
big free agent reliever that's out there right now that's got a big price tag attached.
This whole thing with the Grom has been.
Or we can get Gio.
Yeah. This whole thing with DeGrom is killing defensive pitching.
Look, I'll say one thing about DeGrom. Look, as much as I'm a Mets fan, and you know that, Ronnie, because you are too.
Yeah.
You want to see DeGrom stay here because.
Yeah, but at the same time, he does not deserve an extension either. Because what if? By the way, update from what we were talking about before. He had Tommy John surgery 2 years ago. What if his arm goes and you gave him an extension?
Well, look at when the Mets signed David Wright to that extension. Look what happened with him. He had what?
David Wright
went belly up.
But David Wright is a different beast. David Wright's like the Derek Jeter or the Howard of the Mets locker room. He was their leader.
And I'm the biggest. I have and always will be the biggest David Wright fan here. But the second he signed that it's like anytime the Mets sign someone to a big contract, that injury bug bites them square in the ass. They did it with Cespedes. They did it when they signed Jason Bay. They did it when they signed any of these big names. The instant they sign them, they all get hurt. The first.
Well, Jason Bay just is awful.
I mean, and I look at it today. I looked on the Mets blog thing today. Jed Lowry's got leg issues already. It's not even been a full week, and already we got our first injury of the season. How many more are gonna fall before we even play our first damn spring training game?
What the fuck? What?
Don't get me started on the Mets. I can go on a rant for hours about them.
No, we're good. We're good. I don't think Chris wants to sit there and hear that tonight.
Oh my God.
After last.
Oh my
after,
God. You know what about the Mets?
After last week, I don't know though, John. You would have to top me with my rant about the Jets.
Oh, trust me, I've had plenty of arguments with other friends over the Mets that are a buddy of my Alicia's girlfriend's husband is a diehard Yankees fan. Me and him, when we've all gone out to dinner, the two of us will sit there and go back and forth between whose team sucks more. Trust me, we've gone hours, me and him yelling at each other.
All right. What else in baseball? That's really it, right?
Oh yeah, you know the waiting of Harper.
That's really it right now.
The thing is, the Phillies could do something without the Harper thing, and the thing is, I think we got enough to make a run anyway. I mean, we got Real Muto, we got a couple other guys. I think we're decent, but Harper would put it over the top. So.
Right? Yeah, you guys have made a splash, but I think
the funniest thing I was laughing about was there was a rumor going on. I hope it's a Boris thing because apparently Harper was unsure about signing in Philadelphia because of the expectations.
Yeah.
Well, here's the question: if no matter where he signs, any team is going to be the expect. What's their expectations now that he's signed?
All right. All I got to say is, I don't care where you sign. If you sign for $300 million plus, yeah, there's going to be expectations, no matter what. Even if you sign in LA, I mean, only maybe a quarter of the crowd will give a shit. But that quarter of the crowd will expect something. Yeah. The rest of them could give a shit less because they're off getting hot dogs and, talking on Instagram and God knows what else.
Taking selfies.
Yeah, taking selfies. Oh, selfie at the ballpark. Go Dodgers. Yeah.
Hashtag hot dogs.
Hashtag Dodgers. Hashtag baseball.
Hashtag Dodger dogs.
Yeah.
It makes as much sense as Nick Gage as David Arquette.
Hashtag don't look at the scoreboard because we don't really know what baseball is.
Hashtag everyone wins.
I mean, winning. Here's the thing. Like, if you want to play baseball or football and you don't want fans to care, you just want to exist and not have to worry about any pressure, go to California.
Milwaukee.
Nobody will give a shit. The only sport California seems to give a shit about is basketball for some reason.
No. Puig. Puig say in Milwaukee.
Puig went to Cincinnati, didn't he?
Yeah, Puig. Yeah, yes, Puig went to Cincinnati.
Yeah, they traded him to Cincinnati. Yeah, he'll do real good there.
Yeah, with people that give a shit about baseball.
Yeah, then that means he better actually play good.
Yeah, that's the thing, because look, Bonds played in San Francisco with the whole roid thing, and nobody in San Francisco gave a shit about him. Yeah. Like, oh, he has roids, okay, all right, whatever. Let's go get a hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, you know who cared? You know who cared in San
Sports
Francisco?
writers.
No. The people that cared in San Francisco were in the fucking Bay.
Oh, and their little canoes waiting for a ball.
Yeah, sports writers like Bonds shouldn't shut up. You're in California, sports writer. Nobody gives a shit what you write.
It makes as much sense as Arizona. The fans in Arizona that just want to go for the fucking hot tub.
Oh, there's only one time any fan of LA sports gives a shit about what any LA sports writer writes, and that's during basketball season, especially about the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Warriors. That's it. Nobody gives two flying shits Look at the Rams. The Rams were in the goddamn Super Bowl. The fans were like,
I think this was the worst. It was either the first or the second worst rating Super Bowl.
No, not worst. All right, not worst attended. There were Rams fans. There were Rams fans there. You know what? None of them were from LA.
No, they're St. Louis
and Rams fans elsewhere.
You know what? You want to know something funny? When it comes to ratings, like the TV ratings, I believe St. Louis had a better rating than California when it came to the Super Bowl.
Dude, it's going to be so funny when they have this big 100,000 seat stadium in LA and they can barely fill it. Because it's coming in a year. In a year or two, they're going to have this massive stadium for the Chargers and the Rams, and they're never going to.
Okay, here we go. You ready for this? For the Super Bowl, it averaged 98.2 million viewers. This year. 5% decline from last year, which was 103.39 million.
Yeah. Well, the 103.9 million, whatever it was last year, was all people on the East Coast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, that was Philly, Jersey, New York. Like that was Massachusetts. Like
that was all the East Coast. It was all Philly.
That was Northeast.
Yeah. Nobody outside of the Eastern time zone gave a shit about that game.
No, you're absolutely right about that.
And now you have the East Coast basically watching it, and nobody else cared. California didn't even care.
No. I mean, what's his name didn't care, but they were fucked out of it anyway. New Orleans.
Were too busy talking about the goddamn Grand.
New Orleans.
Hey, you see that Alicia Keys is going to be on the Grammys next week? Fuck out of here.
Okay, so let's get into basketball, and we'll wrap it up with basketball.
UFC, baby.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Well, I got to do my picks, so we'll get into the UFC when we do the picks.
All right, well, let's go. All right, basketball's fast.
I mean, really, we had the All-Star game.
I don't give a shit about the All-Star game.
No,
the All-Star game.
No, those crickets right there that you just heard. That's exactly what the All-Star game said. Just dead air.
Hey, Brooklyn Net actually did something on All-Star Weekend.
By the way, that dead air was perfect comedic timing because that was what this freaking All-Star game was. No one cares about the All-Star game.
Joe Harris won the 3-point competition.
Yeah, well, hilarious about that is, did you watch the skills competition?
Yeah, Jason Tatum won with a half-court launch.
Bank shot.
Desperation.
Literally was behind and literally shot a half-court shot, banked in before he got, who was he facing?
Before Trae Young. And Hamidou Diallo, the dunk champion. And he had it. And the one he had in the first round was so nice.
Yeah.
He dunked over Shaq. Like, Shaq stood there. He jumped over Shaq with the hand in the cookie jar.
They're starting, if you've noticed, they're starting to go back to the old school way of a dunk contest. It's now actually about the dunks. They're not trying to use props like how it was back in the day. You remember like Blake Griffin jumping over a car or...
Well, I mean, Shaq was a prop.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying, like, it's more impressive seeing someone jump over a person. It's not like seeing Steve Nash do a freaking rim shot to a header, to a bank shot, to a dunk.
That'd be amazing.
It happened! I'm trying to think who he was, but it was, like, it was someone from the Suns. It was, like, 5 years ago. Threw it off the backboard.
Oh, Amari Stoudemire.
Was it Stoudemire? He threw it off the backboard. Nash headed it back off the backboard to Stoudemire, which dunked it.
No, that's awesome. Hey, that takes some timing and skill, all right?
Well, big upset right now. Number 18, Louisville, lost to the Cuse.
Oh, well.
Well, I say that because of the next story that I have. Duke versus North Carolina will be playing in, it is 1 minute on ESPN. Tickets
All right.
for this game are Super Bowl level pricing.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what you do when you want, that's what happens when everybody wants to see Zion.
John, to get into Cameron Indoor, you have to drop $2,500 a ticket for nosebleed.
That's ridiculous.
For a college game. By the way, they meet up in 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks, in a week, back
in Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill.
Oh God.
I mean, it's one of the rivalries in all of sports.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's the, what is it? It's the tobacco. Was it Tobacco Triangle?
No.
What's
the War of Tobacco Road?
There you go. Thank you. Between those two and NC State.
Yeah, it's the Battle of Tobacco Road.
Oh.
It's in this game right now. Okay, so let's.
Yeah, all right. In North Carolina, if you're born in North Carolina, you're either a devil, a heel, or some way you're
a wolf pack.
A deacon or a member of the wolf pack. But usually you're a heel or a devil.
Yeah. You're bleeding. Which blue are you bleeding? Light blue or dark blue?
Right. Royal blue, or are you bleeding, Carolina blue?
Holy shit, this place. Dude, there's no room to breathe in this stadium.
There never is in Cameron Indoor.
No.
Cameron Indoor Stadium's not like this massively huge stadium.
No, it's not. This is, okay, just so anyone gets an idea, this is for basketball, the Iron Bowl. This is Alabama-Auburn.
Yeah, Cameron Indoor Stadium is just like a pavilion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not this insanely, amazing, it's not this insane dome. It's not even a dome. It's just a building.
I mean, really, if you look at it, the only real basketball place that has an actual stadium for themselves is Syracuse.
Yeah, a lot of these places just have pavilions.
I mean, Rutgers has a stadium for them, but that's also they've also, you don't see a lot of places have their own stadium. It's normally a gym.
Right.
Places like Rutgers and the Carrier Dome are rare.
Yeah, so, all right.
Who do you like?
So that's basketball.
Well, who do you like? That's what I wanted to ask you. Duke is favored by 9.5.
I like Duke. I don't think they beat them by 9.5, though. I would go Duke to win. Carolina covers.
Okay. John, what do you think?
Duke.
Yeah, I agree. And Obama's there.
Yep.
Oh boy, maybe that's why they're a sellout.
No, this game would have sold out without him.
I'm kidding. Being sarcastic.
How he got courtside is impressive.
Well, come on, you don't think there's some pull there, man? The former president, of course he's going to be courtside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
One of the most popular presidents of all time. Come on.
But yeah, I mean, he's Chicago boy, and the fact that he's in Cameron dude. Oh my God, this is. I love these boosts.
Okay, I got a question, and you could both of you answer with a number. How many times does the camera flash to him tonight? Ronnie, what's your number?
Live, or are we talking about
either or?
4.
Tritz?
About 5.
Yeah, I was going to say about 5 myself. Okay, you don't think they're going to mention it during the pre-show? They're going to flash to him during the game. They're going to flash it when he comes back. Oh, I guess Mr. Obama just went to the concession stand.
No,
look, he's got
no.
a souvenir.
Here's the thing.
No,
For-
they're not going to do that.
For this kind of game, first off, ESPN does not. They've gotten away. They've really gotten away from politics.
Yeah.
They've gotten they've went as far from politics as they have been, because it's rare to see them talk about politics anymore. They used to. SportsCenter used to be nothing but a politics show, and I hated it.
Yeah, they show Spike Lee. They're just showing everybody.
I think the fact that he's a celebrity is
Yeah.
one of the reasons why they show him. They're not going to show him getting up and going to a concession stand, stuff like that. No, they're never going to do that.
No, they're just gonna. I mean, they may have
They'll show him
an
cheer.
interview with him like at halftime or something like
or,
that. But
or they're going to
nothing
show
big.
him, or they're going to show him cheering, show him clapping, stuff like that, because he's courtside.
Yeah.
Hence why I said, how many times do you think they'll put the camera on him?
Well, I mean, how many times do they put the camera on LeBron James when he's in Ohio, or when he's at
There you go.
when he's at a Yankee game?
Oh God, when LeBron James is at an Ohio State game, you see that thing on him like 5-6 times.
Exactly. But that's what I'm getting at. It's stuff like that. It's gonna be the same thing. Like they literally, they're showing all the celebrities that are in the arena right now. Spike Lee, they just showed Spike Lee.
Right.
Like that's nothing new. It's this is one of the hottest tickets to get.
Ronnie, are you gonna watch the whole game?
I have it on I have it on my Roku right now, so I'm watching it.
I was gonna say, take the count. How many times you see him?
Yeah, well.
All right, let's
get to fighting.
Yeah, let's get to the fights. So ow, fuck.
Speaking of fighting,
No,
Chris is getting
yeah,
knocked
so-
out.
Ow. No. I went to like grab my phone.
Chris just got knocked into the shadow realm.
No, I tried to like.
Got put in the upside down.
No, I tried to like get my phone and like it hit my wire. I was like, ah.
Shocking.
Yeah, it sucked. Anyway, all right. So UFC Velasquez versus Ngannou happened,
Yes.
and here's everything that happened.
It was kind of
Unfortunately, in the women's strawweight division, Jessica Penne pulled out due to injury, so her fight with Jodie Esquibel did not happen.
and they had to stall
Which I was
like
especially
a motherfucker.
Yeah, which I was especially angry about that because with the strawweight fight, I had Penne by submission, which was a plus 500 odds. Hence, where I won $50, I would have won 300.
Oh.
Now you
that's-
see what? Yeah, you see why I'm a little angry.
Yeah.
As I would bet you would be.
Well,
Fucking
well,
bitch.
well, and then there was that. Well, you still didn't win that $60 because
No, I had her in something else too.
But I'm saying is though.
No, where I would have won 25.
Yeah.
Where I won 25, I would have won a couple hundred.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Then the women's strawweight, we had Alexander Albu versus Emily Spitfire Whitmire. Whitmire wins by submission with 101 at 101 in round one. And this, like, Albu was more of a striker. And as soon as Whitmire took her down, I was even saying it's over. And Whitmire made short work out of her. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm listening.
Luke Sanders knocked out Henan Barao.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, I was angry about that because I had him winning by decision, and he knocked the man out.
Yeah.
Damn Henan Barao in his jaw. Nick Wentz won a split decision over Scott Holtzman. Andrea Lee won a split decision over Ashley Evans Smith. That was a good fight.
Yeah, that was.
The Lee Evans Smith fight was good. was back and forth. You really didn't know because Evan Smith had Lee down. Had hit with more significant strikes. Ashley Evans Smith got her nose broken.
Ow.
Oh yeah, she was bleeding pretty good.
Yeah. Then we had Manny Bermudez lock Benito Lopez in a rear naked choke, and it was over for him.
Yeah, that was amazing wrestling right there. That was amazing transition.
Oh yeah. Aljamain Sterling beat Jimmy Rivera in a 3. Yeah, it was a 5. It was a decision, unanimous. Then we go to the main card. Andre Philly won a unanimous decision over Miles Jury. Jury never really got going.
Nope.
Brian Barberina and Vicente Luque.
This fight was a great back and forth.
It was a great back and forth, and then Luque knocked out Barberina, and that was the end
Within
of it.
what? The last 15 seconds of the fight ended in a knockout.
Yeah, 4:54 into the third round. Then we had the debut of Kron Gracie against Alex Caceres.
Oh
Also
my
known
How
as
was that fight?
Roy.
I wanted to see that match. How was it?
Kron Gracie 206 into the first round by rear naked choke.
Bruce Leroy did not stand a chance.
Gracie got him down to the ground, and it was over.
How many Gracies were in his corner?
No
I
one.
think-
He didn't have any. None of his family were in his corner.
I think I saw Hickson.
Hickson might have been there. I didn't see anybody. I didn't think I saw anybody.
Well, the thing is, Gracie doesn't live in Brazil right now. He's living, I think, in like New Mexico or something.
Yeah.
California.
He's booked out of Brazil, but
Yeah, I mean, that's same as how Cain Velasquez is booked out of Mexico.
ha!
But he's from Arizona. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, then. Oh my God, this fight should have been
Is this
a quick one.
Is this the James Vick?
No. This fight should have been a quick submission.
Oh, this one. Ha!
This. Oh my God, the statue.
This is the one where you lost all your money.
This is the one I was pissed off as hell because Calvillo was fighting a really good fight, and Courtney Casey, her nickname is Cast Iron. She just stood in the center of the thing, just like moving back and forth. No matter what Calvillo did, like she just stood there.
And the crowd booed her, and she was the hometown girl.
Yeah, the hometown girl was getting booed. They booed the hell out of this fight. Because Casey, like, as soon as Calvillo tried to take down Casey, like, they would go down, then all of a sudden they would right back up, and she would just do the same thing. And then Casey thought because she hit a couple strikes that she won the fight.
Oh my God, that was the funniest part. She walked off so pissed.
Yeah, she walked off so pissed. I'm like, Calvillo reddened your face.
How about take her down a couple times? Then you might have had an argument.
Yeah, she didn't take her down. She just stood there. It was just like a standing robot. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Then the next fight, talk about a guy being all talk.
Oh, wait, because there's news about this fight.
Oh, really? What?
Well, talk about it, because if it's the Fielder Vic fight, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
James
talk
Vick,
about it.
James Vick and Paul Felder. James Vick came into this fight talking about, oh, he's gonna knock him out and da 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 da. And James Vick, oh my, like he tried to use his reach, but it didn't matter if Paul Felder kept getting in the reach and kept nailing him.
John, this
And
guy
that took Vick
this
down.
guy has a 70-inch reach,
Whoa.
and he couldn't touch this guy.
Like Felder just kept nailing him, like he'd kick him a little bit. Felder kicked the shit out of his
Oh my
calf.
God, he kicked the shit out of his
complaining
calf.
about it.
Yeah, and like
James
to the
Vick kept complaining about it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But I think Vic got the last laugh out of this fight.
Oh God, Felder doped.
No! Vic punctured his fucking lung.
Oh, damn.
Vic punctured Paul Felder's lung.
Yep. UFC Lightweight. Paul Felder. This was written 2 days ago. Paul Felder suffered a collapsed lung in the closing minutes of the fight against James Vick last night in Phoenix. His manager, Brian Butler, told ESPN. Doctors believe the lung was punctured when he took a shot to the ribs the end of the third round. He believes an extra day in the local hospital for observations.
Damn.
Paul Felder didn't let it be known. Oh my God.
No.
And then the main event, which, all right, this is how you watch this. You don't know.
I feel bad. I really hope this is not the last fight we see of Velasquez.
I don't think it will be, but at the same time, I don't think everybody's like, did he step and then his knee went, or did Ngannou hit him first and then his knee went? I think it's the second one. I think Ngannou hit him and then his knee went.
See if there's
because Ngannou wins by TKO 26 seconds into the fight.
Yeah, 26-second knockout. But at the same time, Velasquez, I think he's still. I mean, I could see Velasquez being crazy. I promise you guys, I'm back. Ngannou said, okay, not Ngannou. I'm trying to see if Velasquez said
Ngannou.
I stood a little too close too early. He's so dangerous. Yeah, I guess he just. I think he got clipped. I think he got clipped, dropped, and then that was it.
Wait. He said I don't want to close too early. Fuck that.
No, he
I'm
said
a fighter. I want to close it as soon as I possibly can. If I can knock you out in 1 second, I'm knocking you out in 1 second.
Well, he said I stood a little too close too early. That is when he's dangerous. That's how it happened. What are you gonna do?
Oh, okay.
It's the thing he said at the end of the fight.
Got ya.
I mean, I think he, like you said, I think he got clipped, and that was it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. We do have some other news. Cyborg interested in signing a new deal.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Hager is officially signed for his second fight.
Jake Hager?
Yes. He will be fighting May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
They have not announced his opponent yet, but he is set to fight May 11th.
Should be good.
This one is a little interesting for the sole fact that GSP is officially retired now, but apparently Nick Diaz is done with the UFC too.
Well, Nick Diaz hasn't fought in 2 years. I had a feeling he was done.
Well, it says, okay, so here's the article. It says that title challenger Nick Diaz has not fought since January 2015, so it's actually longer. It's coming up to 4 years. 4 years.
Right.
He says, I'm no role model. I'm 35-year-old, but I definitely wouldn't advertise this, yada, yada, yada. Pretty much saying if I was offered a title fight, I take it. Or not a title fight, but if I was offered a fight, I'll take it. That's kind of how Diaz's style has always been, if you've noticed. He's the type of guy that he wants the quick payday. So he'll take a fight.
Yeah, if you want to give me a quick, a high-paying fight, I'll take it. Other than that, I don't, I'm done.
Yeah. And then the big story for this week was GSP retiring.
Yeah.
I'm sad with that.
And hold on, what did you say, John?
I said I'm sad to see. I always like watching him fight.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the booth.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
still, I mean, it's still gonna be. I mean, I don't know.
All right, let's get our picks in now.
Okay, so for my picks, the last 5 will be the fights, but I have for college basketball, I got Kentucky over Auburn,
Yeah,
North Carolina over FSU.
of course.
The upset, Syracuse over Duke. It's in the Carrier. It's in the Carrier Dome.
It's in the dome?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only reason I'm taking Syracuse is because it's in the Carrier Dome.
Oh, yeah, because they're now in the ACC, so it makes no
Yep.
sense to play them at the Garden.
Yep. Houston over USF.
Okay.
And Kansas State over OK State.
All right. I haven't even looked at the NBA schedule.
Well, for NBA, I have Atlanta over the Suns and Brooklyn over the Hornets. That's it for
Damn.
NBA. Hockey, I have the Devils over the Rangers, the Islanders over the Canucks, and the Caps over the Sabres. So, all right. To the fights. I have taken... who's Alvarez fighting? How do you pronounce his name?
Oh, Canelo?
No. Jose Alvarez. It's the Saturday's fight, not the Jones card. It's
George.
You don't want anything to do with Jones.
first off, I bet against Jones no matter what. I'm saying that right now. That I'll take the freaking money loss on that one if I have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have okay, so I'm taking. I'll start from the bottom. I'm taking Santos over Blagojevich. Is it Blagojevich?
Black. Oh my God, Blakovic.
Blagojevich.
Blakovic, yeah.
That right now, he's he is the underdog, Santos.
Yeah.
I have Jose Alvarez versus. Why is it not? Why do I not see that on here?
Wait, hold on. Is it in the prelims or the main card?
It should be the main card.
All right.
No, sorry, it's the prelims. It's the 13th fight. Oh no, that would be the main card, wouldn't it? No, that's the match is on ESPN too.
Yoel Alvarez versus Damir Ismagulov.
Yeah, I have Alvarez.
Really? Why?
I think Alvarez is gonna be a better. I've always liked how the Alvarez's fight. He is the dog. He is the dog going into this, but I think opening fight. It's probably the opening match. It's gonna get nuts.
Well, the other thing is also you have to watch out, especially when they do these like road shows like this, like in Prague, because the UFC always tends to find like these local fighters, and you never know if they're just feeding somebody on the road to them in their hometown, or is it an actual fight? And it's just, some so-and-so.
Yeah. I'm taking Veronica Machado.
What? Why are you taking Machado? Are you kidding me? I'm taking Julian Robertson by submission easily.
Okay. I'm taking Chris Fishgold over.
Did you not watch that Andrea Lee fight against Machado?
I'm taking the dog on this one.
Where she was on her back the whole fight.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm taking the dog on this fight.
Ashley Evans Smith out grappled her.
Yeah.
And now she's taking on a woman who basically has finished people. There's only one fight she didn't finish, and that was, I think, the fight against Lucia.
Yeah. I'm taking Fishgold over Tremer.
Oh yeah, Fishgold usually. Yeah. Give me Fishgold.
I am taking. I think I'm on the main card. Yeah. Liz Camarucci. Carmouche. Over, I have her winning.
Over Lucia Pudlova.
Yep. And then, like I said, I have Santos over Blachowicz.
All right, let me see here. I'll go through mine. All right, first in the NBA.
Okay.
Give me. Where is it on? Fuck it. I'm gonna go Friday night right off the bat here.
Fuck it.
Give me the Pacers over the Pelicans.
Even without
Davis, it doesn't matter.
No, but they're without their star though. Indy don't have their guy.
Oh, Oladipo?
Oladipo's out for the year.
Okay, then hell with that. Hell with that. Let me rethink that. I'll take the Pistons over the Hawks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
On a Saturday, give me the. No, I'm not doing the Lakers over the Pelicans. I thought about it. I'm like, yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be. They have to play Anthony Davis, so I would not. That would get ugly. I like Boston over Chicago.
Yeah, give me the Celtics over the Bulls. That's an easy one.
Upset. I like Sacramento over OKC.
No.
The Kings actually have a playoff chance.
Yeah, but
never thought I would ever say that in my lifetime.
Yeah. The Coors Light Stadium Series, give me the Flyers.
Over Pittsburgh, agreed.
Give me the Caps over the Sabres.
Yeah. You're with me on that one?
Oh, yeah. All right, then we go to the fights.
Yes.
All right. I'm not even touching Joel Alvarez yet because I haven't even done any of my research on him. Give me Rustam Kabalov over Carlos Diego Ferreira.
Okay.
It just seems like, they're setting up a hometown thing. I don't know where Kabalov's from.
Yeah, they don't even even show it on there.
Oh, he's from the Czech Republic. Oh, no, he's from Russia. Kabalov. I'll take Kabalov anyway. Or Kabilov over. There we are. Yeah, give me that one. Prazeres. Yeah, I'm not even touching that one. I haven't seen Damir Hadzovic fight yet, but I've seen Marco Polo Reyes fight.
Okay.
And Polo, this will be a war. This will be, if you like guys just swinging for the fences and banging, this will be that. The problem is, it's going to be done within a round.
It's going to be a fast fight, but a quick 5 minutes.
Because Hadzovic seems to get hit a lot.
He's got the Rocky. He's got a Rocky jaw.
He's got a jaw, but the thing is, Marco Polo Reyes can thump.
Okay.
So I will take the Mexican. I will take Marco Polo Reyes. Where you're taking Veronica Macedo trying to play the odds, I'm going to be smart and go Julian Robertson by submission. Therefore, I don't have to worry about the odds because it's a plus whatever anyway.
Yeah.
Give me the Canadian Julian Robertson over Veronica Macedo because Macedo does not impress me at all. Like, KGB beat her, and basically she got her down, and Macedo just stayed on her back the whole fight, looking stupid. Then she fought Ashley Evans Smith, and Evans Smith just bullied her.
Yeah.
Just straight up bullied her. So give me the younger Canadian, give me Jillian Robertson, and by submission. She'll get her down, it'll be over. Chris Fishgold over Teamer, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna give me Magomed Ankalev over Clemson Farias, whatever. I'll go with Magomed.
Yeah.
Give me. All right. This is completely what I was talking about when I said that the UFC find they set up these fights sometimes.
Yeah.
And this is the ultimate. This is an ultimate example of this. Peter Yan, No Mercy Yan, 11-1,
Okay.
taking on John Dodson. Right?
Yeah.
The tail of the tape, Dodson's 34. Yan is 26. So he's fighting in Czech Republic, where he's from. You know, Peter Yan, well, okay, Russia, same thing. You know,
Yeah.
almost like a home field advantage over Dodson. Give me that.
Right. No, I got you.
Give me. I think I'm gonna take Carmouche over Pudilova because it's Carmouche's like she's getting old, so it's her last.
It's her final hurrah.
Yeah, it's her last hurrah. Trying to get. I think
I
she
expect your
wants.
message. I just sent you something.
I'm watching it. I know.
What?
Zion hurt himself. He did a split.
Oh boy.
Loaded his own shoe.
It slipped out
Damn.
from under him. There's no report yet on what.
All right. Carmouche is making trying to make her way up the ladder so she can get a shot at Shevchenko one last time.
Yep.
Because she went down from bantam to flyweight now.
Right.
So Carmouche and Lucia Pudilova is good. She throws hands fast. The thing is, though, they don't really do a lot, and Pudilova is not afraid to take a hit. Every fight I've seen Pudilova in, she has a bloodied face. The thing is, though, the people she's fighting don't really swing hard.
So
Carmouche,
she's got like a weak jaw.
yeah, the gorilla Carmouche can hit. She can bang, so even though she's more defensive, I think this is Carmouche has nothing to lose.
Right.
So I'll take Carmouche over Pudilova. I may hedge it eventually.
Yeah.
But I like Carmouche over Pudilova. Stefan Struve over Marcos Rogerio de... What the hell is his name? De Lima.
Yeah.
This is another one of those, I think, that they're setting him up. Even though Stefan Struve needs this to get back. Struve is 31. Rogerio de Lima is 33. Struve is, from, the Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Struve's last fight. He lost to Tabura by decision, and he lost to Andrei Arlovsky. So he needs this to get back in, back in the win.
God, that's a name I haven't heard in years.
Yeah, the last fight Stefan Struve won in the UFC was over Daniel Omyanchuk, and that was a submission in round 2. But that was also back on UFC 204 Bisping versus Henderson.
That's the one that was in England, right?
2016, yes. In 2017, he was supposed to fight Junior Dos Santos. It was canceled.
I was going to say, I think Dos Santos had to pull out of that, right?
Yeah, in round 3, he got knocked out by Alexander Volkov. In 2018, he lost a decision to Andrei Arlovsky. And then he lost a decision to Marcin Tybura. I don't think he's going to let this go to decision. De Lima has only had 16 and 5. 16-5-1. His last fight, he beat Adam Wojciech by decision. That was one fight, though. Come on. It was his fight against Safarov was canceled. He lost to Oven St.
You all right, John?
Yeah,
I'm
was
fine.
Oh, that was you, Chris? Sorry.
yeah, yeah. He lost to OSP. Then he beat Kimball. That's back in 2017. So I don't know. I think it's set up for Struve to win.
Yeah.
Struve needs to get back in the winning ways. I think I'll take Stefan Struve.
I can see
And-
that. No.
The last fight, I'm taking Thiago Santos as well over Jan Blachowicz because this one's not going to go to a decision. Blachowicz likes to get people down and do the MMA thing. The thing is, Thiago Santos likes to bang, and he bangs fast. The dude, I mean, the guy has some power. I mean, you don't have a hammer tattooed on your chest for nothing.
I mean, unless you're Brock Lesnar and have a sword.
God. That's still
No. All right, Thiago Santos has a big hammer tattooed on his chest, so
I know.
you know he has some power. Yeah, he beat the hell out of his last fight. He murdered him in it was just 2 rounds of nothing but just brutality.
Fatality.
I like Santos to beat Blachowicz. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Santos.
That works.
If it goes down to the ground, I think Blachowicz has a chance, but I think Santos starts to knock his block off.
All right, let's bring this back in. Let's bring this into the station.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Nerd Zone episode 102. Oh, well, that was fun.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, if you want to look, and contrast and compare, Blachowicz beat Jimmy Manua by decision at UFC Fight Night 127 in London, right?
Yeah.
Thiago Santos, let me get to it. Maretta Santos knocked out Jimmy Manua at UFC 231 with 41 seconds in the round 2.
Yeah.
That shows you Santos's power.
Yeah.
That dude can throw. All
right. Well, yeah. With that being said, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. The people that were in the chat, thank you for watching. This will go up on YouTube literally when I get off the air. When we get off the air tonight. I will be back in about half an hour. I'm going to finish up playing Call of Duty after halftime. But, with that being said, I'm F and Ronnie.
I'm Trips.
I'm the Zombie Master.
We will see you next week for 103, and everybody have a good night.
Yeah.